Good afternoon and a very warm welcome. I welcome you to day 6 of the Learning Conclave for parents as we celebrate our 10th year this year. And this whole series, as we've seen in the past sessions, is to empower parents with the right kind of knowledge, the right kind of skill set, frameworks, ideas, so that their process of parenting could be easier, more effective, more joyful in the whole process. And so today we have to take this journey further. We have another wonderful speaker with us, and that is Mrs. Snehalata Jain Mehta. To give you a quick introduction about her, Mrs. Snehalata is a microbiologist by education. She's an ex-lecturer. She has about 10 years of experience in the parenting journey and is an avid parenting and travel blogger. She has won multiple awards for the same. And she's extremely active on Instagram with her same ID. She's been writing about parenting, things related to parenting beyond, early learning, the kind of that a parent really feels. And today we're excited to welcome her, not just as an parenting, blogger and expert, but also as a mother in the first place, to talk about what it is to manage children with an age gap, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, because in these times like today, this is a real challenge. In fact, it also becomes a topic of concern for many parents, and therefore we have her today with us, giving her perspectives and ideas on how to deal with this. So over to you, Snehalata. Thank you so much for joining us today. 1 minute, just a minute, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I was mute.
Yeah.
So thank you, Pranjal, and thank you, Intelligenceplus, for giving me this opportunity, first of all, for this amazing discussion on age difference kids. Basically, there's a specific norms. If everybody knows that, people say you should have an age of 3 years between two kids. That's a nominal age difference, they say, so that you get over to the parenting journey as soon as. But as a mother, let me tell you, the parenting journey will never stop, even though your kids become like 28 or 30. So like even today I need my parents. So I am sure that even my kids will require me in their journey of life, handling different kinds of situation. But the major task which comes is the age of 0 to 10. And if you have the kids between an age gap more than 5 years, then the mother has to think from both the ways. For a kid of just newborn and a kid of 8 or 10 years. So my kids difference, my kids age difference was like almost 8 years. And the whole thought process of having a child after 8 years was a big task. You have to repeat everything after 8 years, and that was a huge task for as me as a parent, and as a child, the first child. She also had to go through a lot of changes to understand that now we have a small baby, and that small baby needs more attention than me. So what, as a parent, we have to understand five things. Is first, let me tell you, is that do not compare the child of a 0 year or a 2 year with a 10-year-old, because both have difference of thinking, different need. So that is one thing, is should not compare between two kids. Second, give equal time to your little one and your elder one, because both have the timing zone difference. You cannot just make all the 24 hours for the little one, saying ye chota hai, इसलिए उसको ज़्यादा time देना है. No, even the elder one needs equal time of parenting, be it studies, be it dance class, be it karate class, or whatever class you have involved your child in the activities. You need to give this equal time to the elder one also. Well, coming to the little one has different kinds of problem. It might be an health issues, it might be a speech issues, or they are in the learning stage where they are not able to communicate to you properly. So that time you have to understand that you have to give equal time. So first is stop comparing. Second is give equal time to both the kids. Okay, then only both the kids will have enough time to understand. Third, make your elder one learn helping you out to make it, for anything you want to teach your little one, make your elder one involved in it, so that your elder one don't feel isolated. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ कि मेरी बड़ी डॉटर को छोटा छोटा काम जो भी मेरे छोटे वाले के लिए चाहिए, आई आस्क हर टू डू इट विद इट. So like she teaches craft, she teaches ABCD, she teaches numbers. So this boy gets interested. So third thing is involve your child. Fourth, you need to understand that you cannot give preferences on the basis of gender, be it younger or be it elder. You have to understand that, if your daughter is elder one, you should not say every time, see, you are a girl, you have to be working for the house or working for the son. No, I have asked my little one also to, come with me in the kitchen, learn what I'm seeing. I just, make him sit in the kitchen, and I teach him, see, I'm making dosa, I'm making Italy now, this is how it has been processed. So he learns eating and all. So I have made my elder one also similarly. So छोटे से ही I've made ki, you have to be there involved in my kitchen as well, so you understand learning phase. And yes, there will be conflict between both the kids. Sometimes your elder one is getting irritated because of younger ones shouting, crying. You have to make him understand कि वो that is a phase. ये phase तुम भी ऐसे ही करती थी, अब ये भी ऐसे ही करेगा, तो तुम्हें उसको समझना है. तो जो नेचर का डिफरेंस है ऑफ एन 8-year-old और a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old, it's a huge difference between the thought process or the nature. So these are the 5 steps I always follow. I manage that this way I would balance both the kids properly. Over to you if you want to know anything else on this. Pranjal. Yeah. Yes. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hi, Pranjal. I thought you are not there. I can't hear you. Mute, mute.
Sorry.
You're on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we're right there. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was telling about this. I thought there's somebody else also. So
Yes.
I was like, yeah. So I thought like let's get your question out of it so that I can answer them.
Perfect. So there were a few questions that were already discussed and asked to us on the groups. One is from young mother who said, how do you explain to your young child that there is another child going to be coming in?
Yes.
That was the first question. So maybe.
Yes. So there, see, for example, the the child with age of 4 to 5, for example, and the mama is pregnant. Okay. If you involve your 5-year-old or 4-year-old kid in everything, where you say this is the newborn baby, see, there's a baby inside and he's calling you out, and every time you make him feel, you touch your bump, and no, they love it. My daughter used to be talking non-continuously with my baby bump, and she used to like always communicating is something, and as soon as she used to speak, he used to kick me. I used to get how lovely the bonding is from start. From the day one, you need to make and understand this newborn baby is coming. I used to have a doll. My daughter used to always have a doll. So I should mainly see if a newborn baby comes, how would we do diapering? How would we dress him up? This is all, continuous telling about that a newborn is going to come is going to make her more excited. And they are already mentally prepared. If you have got a sibling, तुम कैसे संभालोगी, हम बच्चों को ऐसे संभालेंगे, ऐसे न्यू ड्रेस पहनाएंगे, ऐसे कैप पहनाएंगे, ऐसे सॉक्स पहनाएंगे. So these all things were so excited. You won't believe, as soon as I got newborn, like, with a small kid, diapering is a big issue where they feel smell and all, like, but then she used to enjoy. She used to tell, Mama, I will do it now. I will do it. Though we were never allowing her to do it, but after cleaning and all, she used to put diaper. I am going to put diaper. And today, after 2 to 3 years, my son is now 2.5 and my daughter is 10. She takes care of everything from bathing to dressing him up to making his water bottle ready for the school. She can do anything. If I'm not at home, she can even make a dosas for her. for the little one and give it to him. Itna well trained hai now. She's just 10, but she's
Wow.
well trained. Yes.
Wow. So in
So
fact, I have a question for you now. Now that you have children with a big age gap,
yes,
how do you manage, because their needs are different, the
yes,
quality time that
absolutely
each of them requires different, plus
correct.
learning aspects are different. So how
Correct.
do you manage that?
See, I'll tell you the first thing which any family, I mean any family in the world will come to the food point. Now the younger kid need another food, the elder need another food. That is obviously there. Okay, for few like 1.5 hour a year, I used to give him like khichdi, upma, oats, those simple kind of digestible food. But I cannot expect my 10-year-old to eat the same thing because I don't have time and I don't want her to be eating the same thing because she would not like this. I have always made sure that my elder one eats what we make for ourselves, like the parents. So she
Right.
eats chapati, bhaji, dal, chawal, khichdi, whatever we make. So our one is sorted, our younger one is sorted because he has a specific menu. Okay, this are he'll eat fruits, khichdi, oats, uttapa, dosa, all the soft.
Hmm.
And now what happens? Now the age is like 2.5, 10. Both have now got it something similar kind of taste. Like they both love idli chutney, dosa chutney, puri bhaji. So now the balancing has come out properly because now I don't have to make another two different dishes.
Correct.
But initial period, I had to make it, I had to make steamed vegetables for him differently. Now, so as a child grows, they love eating burger, pizza, but I don't give my younger one because he's not, immune completely to eat all the stuff. So we have never given any processed food or maida food for him. But my elder one eats because she is strong and she understands. So weekly or 15 days, maybe give her pizza or burger, whatever. But we make sure that she is not giving to the younger one because we don't want him to get undigested food, and like I don't want him to get those food which is not good. But then my elder one understands that this is not supposed to be given to it, तो वो बहाने बनाती है कुछ कुछ करके और उसको नहीं देती. So it is basically I'm not making my elder one I mean not making younger one understand, I'm making my elder one understand everything. तो वो बहुत ही mature है to understand and give that specific thing to the younger. But yes, we cannot expect the same thing to the 4 or 5 or 6 year old. वो अभी भी छोटे हैं उस एज के लिए. उस
Correct.
टाइम पे वो भी कभी कभी क्रैंकी हो जाते कि मुझे भी मम्मा की गोदी में बैठना है. मैं दिन भर मेरा छोटा वाला ही क्यों बैठा रहता है. आई ऑल्सो. तो दैट टाइम दैट एज ग्रुप में मॉम हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जब छोटा वाला सो रहा है तो कैन आई गिव 1 hour टू हर प्रॉपरली द क्वालिटी टाइम. यू गेट माय पॉइंट.
Yeah.
एंड 5 and 6 years का ग्रुप का जो एज ग्रुप है ना, उनको गार्डन टाइम बहुत जरूरी होता है. नो, दे
True.
नीड 5 to 6 PM गार्डन टाइम, मतलब चाहिए ही चाहिए.
True. So
So
true.
we have to take out that time to give that time to the elder one also. Right.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No,
So
no.
after 7 years जो एज आता है, the child start becoming mature enough to tell you things, जो likings है disliking है, they know, like that.
Absolutely. So, I have another interesting question that immediately has come up, is that when you planned after such a big age gap, were you not worried about their bonding and restarting that whole journey and it affecting your work life? So, how did you manage all of that? Do you want to take a moment to drink water and be back?
Sorry for the discon. Okay.
Problem.
So the difference when a parent decides to conceive after a so long time, there's so many things which goes on. Forget about bonding. They also think about how would we manage and how would we restart the same cycle which you have already done for 10 years back. Since the age gap was so big, we were mentally making ourselves and as well as our elder one to understand that, see, now the life is going to change, and we are going to go through such phases where, the child may not feel ki diapering, that age they don't like seeing kids doing potty, or they don't like it. That 10-year age is something which they don't like it. There's somebody's peeing in. But if you make your younger one feels important about, if you make your elder one feel important about younger one, he see your brother is coming, your daughter sister is coming, and she is going to be your best friend for years, your whole life. How me and my brother are there, you love mama, right? Because you see the bonding between both of us, similar bonding you are also going to get it. So there were so many things which we had to. Initially, I'll tell you, my daughter did not like that he had a brother, she had a brother, she wanted a sister. So for 4 days she was not happy that she has got a brother now. I tried to explain her, your brother is like your best friend forever. You will need him in your school. You can both go together in the school and so on. For 4 days she was. Then I said, see, your brother will give you a lot of gifts, in your future. So this is, with that she was just 7 that time. So that time she was like very much. So I'll also give you gifts, and your brother will also give you more of the gifts. Don't worry, and you also have to make gift for him. Now what happened is she's so bonded, she understands everything, that bonding factor is now nowhere. I've seen so many kids with age difference that don't bond it easily. Maybe they are not well prepared. They are not well prepared. Everything in life, even if teaching a kid number games or taking him to the salon, needs a practice, needs a continuous pointing. Like, for example, I'll tell you, my daughter was never a crying baby, but my younger one is very crying baby, or kind of a stubborn, because it's of younger age. They see everything is ready in front of them. So when I'm taking them to salon, the little one, I'm keep on talking about the same thing from 4 days, 5 days prior. I'm saying, we are going to go to salon, and now you're going to cut the hair, and then that you are going to cry. How you cry? And then, trying to make him aware of the situation which is going to happen in future. And when we go, he don't cry. He don't throw any tantrums, because he was already mentally prepared for it. That mama had told me that I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to cry now. And this has actually worked out, actually worked out. Now today I went for an school admission for the younger one. For the first time he's going to go to the formal school. So from 4 days I'm preparing. See, your play school is over. Now we are going to go to the bigger school, like Didi, like Didi's school. So the school has this, the school has that. And when I went today, he was so happy with the school ambience. He was going here and there, roaming around. Otherwise, I would have seen like people would have been who are not prepared. They take the child to the school, they are crying badly. We don't want to go to the school. We don't want. So I was telling the benefits of the school. When you go to the school, you'll have friends. You have a huge swimming pool. You will get chance to get swimming pool, do the swimming, then horse riding, this and that. So many things I showed him, and he was so well prepared, so well behaved. He really didn't want to come back from the school today. So, you need to make them prepare. Same with the elder one. I was preparing her. See, baby is coming. We are going to do this. We are going to do that. We are going to do shopping for him. Now she's like more of second mother to him. If I'm not there, she's there to handle. So I always tell in my society building also, this is अरे इतना gap है. मैंने बोला इतना gap है इसीलिए मैं relax हूँ. I have somebody second support who is always there with me. Even if I have to go out of car parked, and I have to get something, she's there inside the car to handle.
Correct.
So it's there. It's a huge support. It's a huge support. Other than husband who is always there, but with a kid, with an elder kid, you have an amazing support. Amazing support. Yes.
What a positive way to look at it. I mean, wonderful. There was one last question that had come in earlier. That now that their friends groups are different, how do you
Yes.
manage your time in like managing kids and their bonding time is one thing, but how do
Yes.
you manage that time? Because schools are different, school timings are different.
Yes.
So how do you manage your time?
So as an experienced parent, no, while I was searching for the schools, now I was searching for the schools for my younger one. And you won't believe, this is my personal experience. After going through the 10 schools, I finally found an answer that I should put in the same school where my elder one is there. Though other school had lot of infrastructure, everything was positive of other schools. But what my positive point came to after searching everything, see, till 5th standard, every school was offering the same thing. Okay, every school was offering the same thing, nothing great in it. It is also depending on your child. No, if you give everything to the child will never do hard work to achieve anything. So we decided ki we have seen my elder one working so hard, good in studies, good in dance, good in activities. Then why we should put it in another school and create another problem for ourselves? My husband decided ki I see, if I have to go on holiday vacations, I'll have to see both the school ka differences. And and we being so educated, we know actually school doesn't matter. It is all about how you take care in your home. So he is just 2 point, he's not yet turned 3, and he knows everything about studies which he is supposed to know. It's only because I started early brain development, you know. And what is early brain development? You start teaching your kid from 6 months without even knowing that you're actually teaching. So I started doing flashcard teaching, and you won't believe he knows every animal house names, every animal kid's name. How do you call those child? Like what do you call tiger's child? It's a cub. So this is the reason, because I have been teaching him from the early brain, and which I did not do for my elder one, because I was a first time mommy. And I am, in a first time mommy, you don't realize it because you were just learning the motherhood journey.
So,
But when it came to my second child,
right.
I was so experienced. Everything was like in a swap. So I was like, I can do it. It's not difficult. Now, when it comes to the difference age of difference of friend group, okay, sorry, yeah. My elder one is the best friend of my younger one. First of all, my younger one is not going anywhere without her. तो सबसे पहले तो वो खुद ही इतने अच्छे दोस्त है ना, कि गार्डन में कोई और हो या ना हो, वो दोनों ही खेल लेते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ. देन कम्स देयर आर फ्यू किड्स जो मेरे छोटे वाले की एज के, लाइक 3.5 लाइक दैट. And I give, obviously I give more importance to the younger one right now, because in playground we have to understand कि कोई slide से गिर ना जाए. But we teach, see, sharing is caring, and she's your friend. You have to share the cycle, you have to share the ball. And my elder one also teaches the same thing in the garden to him. So now he's so sophisticated in the garden that he gives immediately. You just say share karo, then he चलो 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 कैच कैच खेलते हैं, चलो बॉल के साथ खेलते हैं, स्लाइड में शेयर करते हैं. So then he sees कि दीदी plays with so many friends. She goes दौड़ के, because my ground is huge in building, they do big pakda pakdi. And then he shouts, दीदी मुझे भी खेलना है, मुझे भी. Then what I do is, मैं उसके ग्रुप के साथ खिलाती हूँ, ताकि उसको लगे कि मैं आइसोलेटेड नहीं हूँ अभी, because elder one is so independent, she does everything by her. But when my elder one teaches ki chalo, I will teach you cycle and all, it really makes me ki I am like, sitting back, and now they both are handling each other properly. So the timing management is up to you. You had already given enough time to your elder one to make it understand कि you have to give important time to your younger one. So now इतना well trained है मेरी elder one ना, कि वो छोटे को automatically train कर रही है, और मुझे उतना training की जरूरत देने की जरूरत नहीं. So now he also has a group. छोटा garden है बच्चों के लिए, वो वहां खेलता है, बड़ा garden में elder one खेलता है. So I just be there to see the security. That's it. Nothing else. Other than that, they are managing themselves well.
Awesome.
It's
Awesome.
only,
That's so important.
only the parenting point is start from day one. Don't wait to things get done. This is going to come in the future. start preparing. I am telling my younger one, see, you have to go to karate class. How Didi goes? She goes na. Now he's so interested. He cries badly. I want to go. I want to. So whatever he is seeing from Didi, he himself wants to go. So you have to prepare him every day. The younger, be it girl or be it son, be it a boy. You need to prepare it. How भैया, if is for example, अगर elder one boy होता और वो कोई भी activity करा तो daughter को भी prepare करना है कि you also have to do everything what भैया has done. This is how it is basically preparation of nothing else. Yes.
Absolutely. I think you answered perfectly. You can prepare the child and the home environment for everything. That preparedness, yes. An age gap, bonding is not really an issue around
Correct.
it.
Now, just one simple example to the audience who is listening to us. My daughter is a good hula hoop, practitioner. She does a lot of hula hoop. And usually there is an indication that, girls only do hula hoop. But aisa nahi hai. Boys also does lovely. And seeing my daughter every day hula hoop, my younger one, 3-year-old, have a small hula hoop and he does amazing job. Without even professional teaching, वो खुद से hula hoop कर रहा है. So, the environment makes it more impactful.
Absolutely. Amazing. I loved your positivity towards, this whole issue of, that people
Age
have
difference.
the mindset. Maybe not really, but it starts more with the mind that, okay, age gap, अब क्या करे, कैसे manage करे, छोड़ो, एक ही में ही ठीक है. All those concerns.
Yeah, so the 90% people don't plan only after 7 and 8 years. They say, नहीं बाबा बहुत साल हो गए, अभी वापस वो झंझट में नहीं गिरना है.
Correct.
But when you get to, you realize it, oh my God, like, there's a whole life change. Of course, there are pros and cons. ऐसा नहीं कि सब कुछ अच्छा ही है. Now traveling gets affected, because of the 4 people, the traveling gets affected. I used to be a travel mom blogger. I used to travel with my daughter everywhere. And she's such a good travel enthusiast that I don't have to teach her what is supposed to be done as a behavioral thing. I don't have to teach. But with younger one coming in the picture, now I have to teach him again, like, see, you have to behave nicely when you go out. You cannot throw a litter anywhere. You cannot throw that. So, that phase again I started. But because my elder one doesn't do anything, he also makes sure he doesn't do any littering outside,
Correct.
Because we have not teach. I'll tell you, I've seen many mommies complaining me कि यार मेरा बच्चा तो पूरा wall खराब कर देता है crayon से, which is good in a way of you are allowing your child to explore. But I'll tell you, my child has not even scratched my wall, even a single. It's been 3 years. He knows that the colors is to be used only on papers.
Absolutely.
And pencil, because he sees my daughter doing the same thing. She doesn't go and do, and अगर वो scribbling करती उसके सामने, जबकि मेरी elder one ने पूरा किया था. उसने पूरी walls इतनी खराब की थी ना मेरी कि फिर मेरा husband बोला कि एक wall उसको ही दे दो, let her explore the things. And because of that, she has turned out to be such a great artist. Let me tell you, this same artistry would not be there in my younger one because उसने देखा ही नहीं है वो चीज. बट इसको मैंने बहुत एक्सप्लोर करने दिया था बड़ी वाली को कि तू कर जो चाहिए वॉल पे कर. बट विद यंगर किड्स आई वाज लाइक यार न्यू हाउस है, आई डिडंट वांटेड टू do. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, एक वॉल पे there's a roll which comes, like you can put that roll and it comes out, scribble, tear it, scribble, tear it. So now he's so well trained कि मुझे कलर लेके सिर्फ इधर ही करना है. I cannot do anywhere in this wall, So there's a difference, like.
Amazing. I like how positively and the clarity with. I think I've taken personally. I've understood 2 important aspects of the parent. One is how can you train the elder one to be a support system for the younger one.
Yes.
And second, how can you prepare both of them in that journey together as a parent? Once we prepare ourselves and the child for that, I think that's not shouldn't be a criteria and a concern at all, right?
Yeah. And the people who think, nahi, we one may we are sufficient, ऐसा नहीं है. If they want it, you can try it, it's the second child.
Yeah, the age is not right. Perfect.
Age is not an issue. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nirata, sharing this so positively with so much of clarity with us today on this topic. It's wonderful to have heard you with, absolute honesty, like an informal, heartful conversation that
Yes,
this
yes.
is what it is to have children with a baby.
And this whatever I've told you is all my personal experience. It's not that I've got it. It's just whatever I felt and
Correct.
what had come as positively for that.
Perfect. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Of course, there are parents who have their own concerns, but for those parents who have a mental barrier, ki kya hoga, I think this conversation is really going to enlighten them up with positivity that, okay,
You
ho
are
jayega.
going to love it. You guys, if you have second child with your elder one with an age difference, you guys going to love it. I'm telling you, it's going to love. When your
Thank
younger one kisses, you all know that moment of the family moment becomes so priceless. Sometimes my husband says, "Bas bachcho ko dekhta hu, I feel so relaxed at the end of the day."
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Nelata, for bringing that positivity and that clarity in today's talk and this interaction. I'm so glad we took up this issue. Not really spoken of much like in publicly, but I think somewhere it's there in every person and every
Yes.
mother's and parents' mind. So thank you for speaking your heart out today with us.
Thank you so
And for
much
those
to you and your team. Yes. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
and for those who are watching us, you can check out her Instagram page. She posts some lovely content out there. So you should definitely check it out to see more of her work and
Guys,
insights.
do follow me on Instagram. I do share such positive reels and videos. Even you can follow me on YouTube, Blogsika, but Instagram, it's Sneha _261113. So it's the day when I joined my Instagram.
Oh, lovely. I didn't know the reason behind that handle, but yes, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you so